Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert Adam Duran answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
All right, Adam.
Hey, Jamie.
Man, I can't wait for this one. Local SEO in 10.
All right, we're coming in.
Yes, all of the recent podcasts, I cannot take notes fast enough to write down all of the cool stuff that you were talking about, but it is working.
Good. You can listen again.
I do, but you talk so... Anyway, go ahead. What are we talking about today?
All right. Yeah, we only have a few minutes. So today I'm going to talk about something that all of us have seen, all of us have used, but probably you don't know what they're called. And that's featured snippets.
Ooh.
Yeah. Featured snippets on Google. Basically, it's actually on the search results. And what they are, it's a format. It's supposed to provide the best, most accurate, and easy to digest information about a search term right on that page one of Google, right in the results. So that way you don't have to click through to go through to that page where it's from and actually go through all that information. So you've definitely seen that people also ask. That's a version of the featured snippet. And all of that information, Google pulls that information from what Google thinks are highly authoritative websites about that question. And so how we can leverage that for local businesses is actually pretty cool. And instead of being the number one result, if you can aim to be, just on page one, and Google will many times reward you if you've done everything properly with a featured snippet. And what that'll do is it'll give you two results on that page one of Google, and it makes your listing look different. And whenever something looks different, that means it gets more attention. And more attention means more clicks. More clicks means more business. So that's what we're trying to do here. That is the ultimate goal here, is to basically get more eyeballs on your business and then grow it through the internet.
Can you give an example?
Sure. So if you type in, how to change your oil, you'll see a featured snippet will come up, and it'll repeat that question, and then it'll say, 1, open your car.
Do you know how to change your oil?
I do. Thank you. Right. That's right. So first, turn off your car, pull over to the side of the road, call the mechanic, and then get on with your life. No. Basically, there's 3 kind of results in those featured snippets. There's a paragraph result, a list result, and a table result. So each one of those adds benefits. I personally like the list results because it's all bullet pointed or numbered. Those are much more accessible. But if you have a simple question, why is grass green? If you type that into Google, you'll see the first result will be a featured snippet. And then you don't have to go through and click on any website. Google gave you the answer right then. And once again, there's a reason why Google wants to provide these.
Yeah, they want more ad revenue for one.
Yeah, it's all about keeping you on Google. So it's the rise of the no-click search is what it's termed in our industry. So Google giving tons of information, useful information, means people won't go actually click to the website that they're farming that information from. So how we wanted to use this. A few podcasts ago, we talked about your favorite topic, which was listicles. Those are your top 10 lists. And now when you do a top 10 list, or you do something that has a large click-through rate to your site, that's a perfect page to start building your featured snippets on. So what I mean by that, so a top 10 list is easy to do, or if it's, say, for example, a web page just about the history of your city. So I know it seems weird, but that history of whatever city, that will come up in search results if you do it well. And once you do, and your top 10 list as well. So once you do those well, they bring traffic to your site. So you're building authority with that page. On the bottom of that page, we want to have a list of questions. And right now, big trending topic, probably Jamie, what is a big trending topic in the world?
Black Lives Matter.
Thank you. Yes, and COVID. So if you're in the home services field, you probably want to have some questions about how people social distance when you're on the roof fixing their roof. So have keywords in your questions. Basically, let me back up. For these featured snippets, a really good way to do this is with a Q&A format, a question and an answer. So if you have a list of questions and answers on the bottom of that listicle that gets a lot of people, that will help those questions and answers show up as featured snippets. Okay?
Yeah.
So and you want to make sure that those questions and answers aren't directly related to your business. So they're not going to be all about my business and how we do. So if we're a general contractor, you can write a question like, how does a general contractor meet clients during COVID-19?
Yeah.
So this is a question that in local search probably is common. And maybe what it's going to do is, if you have that question and that answer in general, so this is how we do, or this is how it's done, that question and that featured snippet has a greater chance of showing up in the top of the results. So super powerful. I highly recommend every time you do a listicle now, we're doing a bunch of questions, common questions and answers related to that listicle in some way, but also formatted in that Q&A format.
Beautiful. Well, yeah. I can definitely see some amazing potential.
Well, these are really cool. And what they do is they leverage that awesome results of that listicle that you put together, that top 10 list, and they kind of take that and level it up. They put that on steroids. And then what that does is those featured snippets come up and they're seen by more people, and then they're clicked through by more people too. So they're great.
Well, and I imagine Google appreciates it too, because it kicks it gives information to the person searching without them having to click over and say, oh, it's just an ad, or they're bombarding me with anything. And
well, we do want them to click through. So we do want to have your last question and answer would be, how do I find the best general contractor in my area? And then you would say the best, you could put in a little blurb about you and your business. And that is definitely, you want them to associate your business name with whatever they're searching for. So that can help definitely. But what you said is true, is they kind of, in one way, dissuade people from going to your result because they have the answer. But in another way, they actually encourage your name, and they encourage your authority, and people do click through to read more. So they're very powerful. That's the whole idea, is you want to start thinking of how to grow your business online. And this is another way that you can do that.
Couldn't hoit.
Yeah, it definitely could help a lot. So some good questions you can start off with are like something like, here's how to here's how to find the best general contractor in San Francisco, for example. And then have, these are how you find us. Basically, you can go through like that. Or during COVID-19, how does your restaurant protect its customers? Something like, or how does a restaurant protect its customers? The last one we want to do is that we've noticed, or people have noticed definitely, is summary : and then here's your ordered list. So how do you do whatever, summary : and then have the whole list of step-by-step how to do that. Google loves that word summary. And because then they know there's an ordered list right after that. And that ordered list is, it's Google juice. They love it.
Nice.
All right. Lastly, if you know, we also did a podcast on schema a while back. There is an FAQ schema, which takes a little more effort, but it also, what that does, if you use that FAQ schema in the background of your pages, it's like spoon feeding Google, that big giant baby, exactly what he needs. And the baby loves it. It just wants more, because it's giving Google exactly what they want in the exact way that they want it. And so making that schema, that FAQ schema for your pages also is a if you can do that, then that's what we recommend too.
We also know the big baby loves its naps.
Yeah, that's a good one. We'll continue that one at another time. But yes, the name, address, phone number is also super important. You want to also remember that there should be an image on your page for whatever listicle that you're doing or whatever page that you're doing. In WordPress, it's called the featured image. That image will be shown a lot of times in that featured snippet. So you want to make each page have a unique image. So it's not the same, and it's definitely not your logo for your business, because then Google won't put that up there, and that'll actually hurt your featured snippet. So stay away from your logo, have a great image up there, and you will be rewarded with featured snippets. And they're really cool. So it's a no-brainer to try and get some of them.
Well, that sounds great. And it sounds like a good spot to end up. Any other super important things you want to tell us at the end?
Nope, that's all. Featured snippets.
All right. Well, if you know someone that loves Google rankings and wants to improve their business by using Google, you definitely need to share this podcast with them. Featured snippets, naps, of course. Everyone loves naps. And all the other episodes, all the topics covered by the other episodes makes a huge difference. Just for an example, I did a search for best solar podcast. Guess what came up? Number 2. That's pretty awesome. Straight Talk Solar Cast. Anyway.
All right.
Yeah. And now it'll be number 1 since it's been on this podcast. So
all right. Feed that back. Google baby.
Yeah.
Feed the Google baby.
Don't forget to burp. Anyway. But anyway, make sure to rank and review this site, to give us a thumbs up, 5 stars wherever you're listening to it, and make sure to share it around. That's how this information will get shared.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, everybody.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.